Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, tonight's story, my friends, could cause one or two of you mischievous little scamps out there to laugh out loud. Maybe one or two of you would cry in absolute despair. Maybe some of you would be punching the air in absolute celebration. I'm not too sure. I'm not clairvoyant, but I'm going to bring you this story anyway and see how it goes. I spotted this on the Daily Express's website. Basically, what's been happening here is a mosque in East Sussex, I believe it is, has been set ablaze over the weekend by, and I quote, masked thugs. Who could possibly be underneath those masks? I mean, the list of perpetrators is as long as my arm. But we're going to get to that after I go through this story. Under the headline, masked thugs set mosque ablaze in quiet UK seaside town. Da da da. My God. Masked men have set fire to a mosque in a shock attack that rocked a quiet seaside town. The front entrance to Peacehaven Community Mosque in East Sussex was damaged alongside a vehicle parked outside shortly before 10 p.m. on Saturday. No one was injured in the incident. You won't think with the writing in this article, they're making it out as if hundreds of thousands of people have died in a massive blaze. On the contrary, my friends, a car got burnt. The building is not even that badly damaged, which Sussex police said is being treated as a hate crime. A hate crime. Oh dear God, how are these people going to survive a hate crime being on their record? How many people have got a hate crime on their record in this country at present for a spicy Facebook post or an edgy tweet? There must be hundreds of thousands of these people. I'm absolutely astonished I haven't got one myself. Oh, hate crime, dear God. Detective Superintendent Carrie Boner, rather than fortunate surname, said, "We understand the concerns this has caused within the community and the impact that will be felt by the Muslim community as a result. Whereas when we got a terrorist attack come out on the top of our heads, we don't have shared sympathy. We don't have, they have our thoughts and prayers as a community. No. They arrest the perpetrator, lock him up for 4 to 6 months, release a mugshot whenever the fuck they can be asked, and tell us who the hell this person was. We don't have social cohesion when we have a terrorist attack on top of our heads. No, we get left by the side of the road, absolutely in the dark about what's been happening. We don't have two-tier policing in this country though, guys. As I've explained before, it's a far-right conspiracy. Totally untrue. A worshipper at the mosque said there was an attack on the mosque. A few individuals came with balaclavas on and blew up a vehicle outside the mosque and set a light to the front. It was a targeted attack. Yeah, we all know how that feels. Many, many times over. Emergency services were called to the scene at around 9:50 p.m. on Saturday, with videos circulating on social media appearing to show two people in masks approaching the mosque entrance. You see, when you let people for over 2.5 years now prance around every single weekend without fail, you get women in these pro-Hamas matches wearing t-shirts with paragliders on the front, celebrating the October attack over in Israel on that fateful day. When you get people in these pro-Palestine matches coming out and saying fuck the Jewish community, when you get people coming through these parades and these marches saying that the Jewish state, the one singular Jewish state in the entire world, should be wiped off the face of the earth, you are inviting people to attack your communities. When you have white British people who have been the victims of numerous terrorist attacks over the decades, you are going to get people who are going to attack your communities. Like I said at the top of this video, the list of perpetrators who could be under these balaclavas is endless. They could be Christians, they could be Jews, they could be Sikhs, they could be Hindus, they could be Buddhists. No one knows. So many people and so many religions are at loggerheads with Islam. You see, over the course of, about 50 to 100 years maybe, Christians, white English, whatever you want to call them, have lived peacefully side by side with Sikhs, Hindus, Jews, Buddhists. But when Islam is brought into the equation, there is just absolute chaos everywhere. You don't need me to sit here and tell you that Islam as a whole is incompatible with Western values and Western culture. If you read just a few short paragraphs from the Quran, it will tell you instantly that it is not compatible with your way of life. One particular verse, I'm not quoting it directly because I have never read the Quran, I am just doing the odd verse that I've picked up online over the years. Strike at the necks of the unbelievers, don't befriend Christians, and something about a Jew being behind you, unalive him. Quotes such as them that are muttered very quietly sometimes between certain demographics of people. You are going to piss a lot of people off. You are going to get certain attacks like these. They're not going to be very frequent, obviously, because you very seldom hear of things like this. But when you've got a whole list of enemies at your back, is it any surprise that things like this happen? God only knows what would be on the cards if we had a Second Amendment, such as they do over in America. Things would be 10 times worse than setting fire to a fucking car. That I can pretty much guarantee you. I don't condone things such as these. Of course I don't, for the YouTube algorithm. But I understand them. I fully understand why things like this happen. I'm pretty sure you guys do as well. That's my video, my friends. Thanks a lot for watching as always. Do let me know what you think in the comments. Carpe diem, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.